Sir, I would like to know that normally in our lives, pleasure are our driving forces. Like we are driven by pleasure. Like watching movie gives me a pleasure. Going out with friends give me pleasure. So, how to differentiate between the pleasure and real happiness?
I feel happiness, I think in the sense of satisfaction, not just pleasure. Sometimes painful experience gives you deep satisfaction. So now here I think important make distinction. Pleasure or certain satisfaction out of sensorial level, seeing something nice or sports. Some cases like I think the kasa African creative, game kasa. World Cup, what called they? Some people, I think whole night spent watching the television. I think next day, I think maybe too much sleep. So I think the daily work may suffer, isn't it? So these things, you see, too much relying on sensorial levels of satisfaction and music and taste like that. So these, so long the facility which gives you satisfaction on sensorial level, so long that remain there, you get some satisfaction. When that gone, only memory, otherwise nothing. So another level, not depend on sensorial, sensorial channel, but thinking. And then through that way, you get some satisfaction. That not depend on sensorial channel, sensorial object, much stronger, can last long. So, for example, all religion talking about faith, not relying on sensorial thing. Then Buddhist, and also is all religion talking about love, compassion. These not depend on sensorial thing. Then Buddhists analyze reality. And then once you develop deeper realization of the reality, you get tremendous sort of satisfaction. Never depend on whether that person is blind or deaf, no problem. You can get deep satisfaction out of mental level. That is long lasting. That really affects our life. So there are variety.
His People Holiness. In the back, if anybody in the back rows wants to ask a question, you can always use a mic by coming forward. Yes, we are not restricted to the
His Holiness, I just want to know, is there any existence of God in the Buddhist philosophy, or what is the relevance of the luck factor in the Buddhist philosophy? Existence of God and relevance of luck factor in the Buddhism. Thank you.
Luck. Now, as I mentioned earlier, theistic religion, non-theistic religion. According non-theistic, lucky or unlucky, related with law of causality. And within the law of causality, the law of karma also involved. The result level, any sort of result, mental level, pains and pleasure, in that causes action must involve, previous action must involve. The action means karma, karma means action. Then other thing, like climate change, there may be some karmic link, but generally just nature because of process of law of causality. So, good luck, bad luck, lucky, unlucky, two simple word. There must be any event, there must be causes and conditions. Without causes and condition, impossible, something happen. And then nature causes maybe some random event, randomness. That also, like one sort of, when snow falls, one drop of snow, you see, come direct. One drop of snow, little change. These are due to wind or due to some other conditions. I don't think any connection of karma. These are, including randoms. These are nature phenomena. Like that.
Sorry to interrupt you, His Holiness. It means, sir, everything is governed by the karma.
Then, of course, you see, according to theistic religion, there is some complication there. Of course, from Buddhist viewpoint, of course, I don't want to interfere some other faith. But these great masters, you see, when they make, you see, contradiction in different sort of theory, even within the Buddhism, they, like Madhyamika philosopher, a lot of criticize, make clear about the contradiction, about the Chitta Mantra sort of school of thought. This is within Buddhism, within Mahayana. And also, you see, they make clear all the contradiction about Sautantic school of thought and Vibhashik school of thought. So then beyond Buddhism, they also, you see, make point, you see, contradictions. So then, so there are, everything created by God, isn't it? I think now we human beings, 6 billion human beings, I think a lot of problems we are facing. Whether these things created by God or not, or God give us graciously, choice, right? Freedom of choice, right? Free will. So, that is beyond my capacity to say.
Good morning, Your Holiness. My question is, since you mentioned earlier that people are running after wealth, we touch Ganesh's stomach for wealth, you talk the bad condition of Bihar and due to the politician. So, from Buddhist point of view, say, should such moral or ethical lesson be taught to students at school or politician at parliament or assembly?
Kasai. At very early age, I think basic human, the values, which is the basis of secular ethics. You see, these, I think, very young age, I think very fresh. Look, you see, children, very young age, you see, they may quarrel, but they do not keep hatred feeling or negative feeling. A short moment, like my own brother, elder brother, when we were, say, 5 years, 6 years old, we quite often quarrel. And at that time, you see, my weapon is my nail, like that. So some traces on my brother's face is something that the blessing of 14th Dalai Lama. But you see, within a few seconds, forget, play together. And children don't care about the social background, whether high position or other. So long, play together. This is fine. So long, give smile. Okay. When we grown up, now wisdom brings. When we met, what is their social background? If I do something, how much I get benefit? Everything calculate. Then foolishly, sadly, we don't care about warm-heartedness. But we do care about money, power, like that. So therefore, basically, when our basic human values still alive, I think not much sort of urgent. Then that gradually, that beginning decline, then we need educate them. These basic values are very important for your daily life and for your whole life till your death. These basic human values are very necessary because our body, you see, come from that way. Therefore, in deep our blood, the sort of, the sense of appreciation of others, love and compassion, and the sense of concern by other. So, anyone who have ability to appreciate others' compassion, that person or that sentient being also have the capacity to show other affection. Like mother, child. Just after born, child, no idea about the mother, but simply biological factor, totally relying. And so long mothers will carry, child feel very happy, separate, unhappy. These are biological factors. So, mother's side provide maximum affection, response from the child without any sort of logic, simply is a return. That's the way. So therefore, in a way, I think I may say, our mind about corrupt, about start corrupt, become corrupt. Then we need effort to keep these basic values. So in any way, as I can mention this before, from kindergarten up to university level, I think some part of their lesson, I think, must include about the how to be well-being.
His Holiness.
You think His
His Holiness.
His Holiness? You
Okay,
think
this is the last question. Will Your Holiness, whom would you like?
His Holiness?
Yes.
Why a pure love, like love with mother, creates an emotional baggage after a time, and how to get emotional independent? I mean,
Prasad. Moro. Moro. Kanga kare. As I mentioned earlier, in emotion, two types. One emotion, spontaneous. One emotion, through reasoning. Then loving kindness. One category of love, actually attachment. Another loving kindness without attachment. So loving kindness with attachment always remain biased. The loving kindness without attachment is unbiased. That comes only through training, only through reason. So the more biased, attachment nature of love, always, you see, they bring kasota, chisavda. Even you see hatred, love, attachment, and easily bring hatred, anger. Like wife and husband. Too much attachment, even slightest sort of cause, develop suspicion, hatred. Genuine loving kindness, respect, with respect, much stable. So I think it is true, my own parent, of course my father passed away, then I too young, not much feeling, experience. Then my mother passed away, not much worry. And particularly my tutor, when he passed away, I really felt very sad. At that time, I have the feeling, till he alive, I can lean to a solid rock. When he passed away, that no longer there. But then think to myself, now what best thing is, I have to carry the wishes of, the tutor, and like mother, also like that. If I remain too much worry, full of worry, that if that late person still some way to know, then more worry. In spite of that tragedy, you remain fresh, full of enthusiasm, then carry the late person's sort of wish, carry. Then that person, if there is way to know, much happier. So that's the proper way. And then also, the 8th century, I think 8th century, one Indian master, Deva, you see, he mentioned, when you suffer, some sort of suffering happen, then analyze about that nature. If there is way to overcome that suffering through your effort, then no need worry. Make effort with full confidence. If there is no way to overcome that, then better to accept. Too much worry is additional problem, additional suffering. So no use too much too much worry, like that. So I think use our intelligence when we face some problem. And our attitude should be realistic attitude, as Shantadeva says. If something we can do it, we can do to reduce or to overcome, then don't worry, make effort. There's Tibetan saying, 9 times failure, 9 times effort. And then, if there is no way to overcome, then don't worry too much. Fact is fact. So, I think realistic attitude, with help of reasoning, intelligence, emotion, with help of intelligence, then emotion also becoming more realistic. So that much much benefit, much benefit, like that.